Hi students, let's continue first chapter differentiation. In this session, we are going to discuss the concept of logarithmic differentiation. I hope all of you are ready with pen and paper. So let's get started. Students, see, when we want to find the derivative of a function which is expressed as, see, a product of a number of functions. Okay, see, if for example we have this function, see, it contains product of three functions here. Okay, or a quotient of functions. For example, see this function, it is quotient of number of functions. Okay, then or of the form f of x raised to g of x. That means one function is power of other function. Okay. For example, see function like this, sin x bracket raised to log x. Here log x function is power of sine function. See, these functions look quite complicated. So for evaluating derivatives of such complicated functions, see what we do. Let's consider this function as function y, and we take logarithm on both sides of this function. See, taking here we take natural logarithms, taking logarithm of both sides, we get, see, log y is equal to log of sin x bracket raised to log x. Okay, now see, this logarithmic term contains function raised to function, and for this simplification we have law of exponent in logarithm. See, law of exponent. Here this law states that when log of m raised to n, we can write it as n into log m. See, for these concepts of logarithm you can find link in the description. So using this law of exponent we can simplify this term like, see, it is law of exponent. So we can write it as log x. This power will get multiplied to this logarithmic term. So log x into log of sin x. Now this function can be easily differentiated. Okay. See here, at this step we can differentiate this function, but think about this term log y. Okay, so for differentiating this log y, we are going to treat this function as log of something, since y is function of x. Okay, so let's treat this function as log of something. So its derivative is 1 upon something, which is y, into derivative of something, which is dy by dx. Okay, and for derivative of this product we have product rule. So let's treat this log x function as first function and log of sin x function as second function, and apply product rule for differentiation. Okay, so we can find this derivative easily, and then afterwards we have to calculate dy by dx. So you multiply this y to this derivative and you will get required derivative of given function. So see what we have done here. We have simplified this complicated function using logarithm. Okay, we have used logarithm to simplify this function. That means here it is convenient to find derivative of the logarithm of a function, and hence this method of finding derivative of function is known as logarithmic differentiation. Let's see other examples also. When function is, let's see this example, when function is expressed as product of number of functions. See here it is product of number of functions. So for evaluating its derivative, of course here we can use product rule for differentiation, but that will be very lengthy. So here we are going to use logarithmic differentiation. So what we do, let's consider it as function y. Taking logarithm on both sides, we get log y is equal to log of all these product. Okay, log of all this product. Now to simplify this product, we have law of product from logarithm. We have this law. See, law, when we have log mn, that means log contains product of two terms, we can separate them. So log m plus log n. So using this law of product, we can simplify this log of product term, and then we will take derivative. So this is the technique of logarithmic differentiation. Are you getting? Okay. So here, using this law, we can separate these product terms as log of first term x plus 1 raised to 3 by 2 plus log of 2x plus 3 raised to 8 by 3 plus log of 3x plus 4 raised to 5 by 2. Again, these terms can be simplified using law of exponent. We have law of exponent as, see, when we have log of m raised to n, we can write it as n into log m. So using this law of exponent, we can multiply these exponents to logarithmic term to get 3 by 2 into log of x plus 1 plus 8 by 3 into log of 2x plus 3 plus 5 by 2 into log of 3x plus 4. So this is how we have the simplified function. Now at this step, we can differentiate this function to get dy by dx. So this is what the technique of logarithmic differentiation. Now see next example. We have this. This is function expressed as quotient of functions. So let it be y. Taking logarithm on both sides, we get log y is equal to, see, log of this quotient. So using law of quotient, see, we have law of quotient as when log contains m by n quotient, we can write it as log m minus log n. So using this law of quotient, we can simplify this term as log of numerator. See, numerator is tan x raised to x by 2 minus, see here, minus log of denominator 1 plus x square raised to 3 by 2 into cos cube of x. Okay. And further, we can simplify these two logarithmic terms using law of product and law of exponent also. And then finally, we get simplified function as, see, let me write here directly. See, this is log e raised to x plus log of tan x raised to x by 2. Again, using law of exponent, you multiply this x square here. So, x square into log e plus x by 2 into log of tan x, and here minus 3 by 2 into log of 1 plus x square, and here it is plus but out of bracket there is minus, so it becomes minus of log of, see, cos cube x. So this 3 will get multiplied to this logarithmic term, so minus 3 log of cos x. So this is how we can simplify this given function using logarithm, and then at this step we can differentiate this function to get dy by dx. So this is what the technique of logarithmic differentiation. Students, examples based on logarithmic differentiation are contained in the exercise 1.3. So let's solve question number 1 from exercise 1.3. Students, after solving these 4 examples, you then using those techniques, so complete these examples just we have discussed. Okay, you find out derivative further here, here and here. Okay, so let's move to exercise 1.3. See, question is, differentiate the following with respect to x. And first given function is x plus 1 bracket square upon x plus 2 cube into x plus 3 bracket raised to 4. Okay, we find here this is quite complicated function and it is in the form of quotient of functions. Okay, so by observing this function we have to decide here that here we are going to use logarithmic differentiation. So in the solution you write down the given function, let it be y. Okay, and by observing this function here we have decided to use logarithmic differentiation. So taking logarithm of both sides we get, see, log y is equal to log of the given function. Now we are going to simplify this logarithmic term using laws of logarithm. Okay, see here it contains quotient. So we are going to use law of quotient and we know it, just we have discussed, log m by n is log m minus log n. Okay, so let's split this term. Log of numerator x plus 1 bracket square minus log of denominator which contains this product x plus 2 bracket cube into x plus 3 bracket raised to 4. Okay, and after splitting this, here we find in this logarithmic term there is a product again. So for simplifying this logarithmic term, let's use law of product, and we have law of product as log mn is equal to log m plus log n. So we can split this logarithmic term using law of product. So we have, see here, log of x plus 1 bracket square minus, here we are using law of product. So we can write this term as log of x plus 2 bracket cube, that means log of first term plus log of second term which is x plus 3 bracket raised to 4. So we have log y is equal to log of x plus 1 bracket square minus log of x plus 2 cube minus log of x plus 3 bracket raised to 4. Now we are going to use law of exponent to multiply these three exponent to these corresponding logarithmic terms. Okay, and we have law of exponent as when it log contains m raised to n, we can multiply this exponent to logarithmic term. So we can write it as n into log m. So using this law of exponent, we can multiply this exponent to logarithmic terms. Okay, you note all these logarithmic simplifications properly. It's easy, not any difficult thing here. Okay, now using law of exponent, this 2 will multiply to log. So we have log y is equal to 2 into log of x plus 1. Here 3 into log of x plus 2. This is out of bracket, there was minus sign. So here it is minus and that plus sign becomes here minus again. So minus 4 into log of x plus 3. Now here it is a very simplified function which can be easily differentiated. So we can differentiate these terms here at this step very easily. So differentiating with respect to x, we get derivative of log y is equal to derivative, that means dy by dx of 2 into log of x plus 1 minus 3 into log of x plus 2 minus 4 into log of x plus 3. Okay, now we have to evaluate these derivatives. So here see, we have discussed this derivative of log y. So let's treat this function as log of something. So its derivative is, see, 1 upon something, 1 upon y into derivative of something which is dy by dx. Okay, is equal to, see, this is some subtraction is there, so we can separate their derivatives, and see here 2 is constant, so let's write it as 2 into d by dx of log of x plus 1, log of x plus 1 minus, again this 3 is constant, so 3 into derivative of log of x plus 2. Okay, and again this minus 4 is constant, so minus 4 into d by dx of this logarithmic term log of x plus 3. Okay, see, such type of examples are quite lengthy to write, so but no alternative is there, we have to write all these things in this way. Okay, now let's evaluate these three derivatives. So here we have, let's keep this y 1 upon y on LHS here in this step. So dy by 1 upon y into dy by dx is equal to 2 into, see, derivative of log of something, and we know that derivative of log x is 1 upon x. So it is a composite function. Let's treat it as log of something. So its derivative is 1 upon something, 1 upon x plus 1 into derivative of something which is x plus 1 here. So we have used chain rule to evaluate this derivative. And students, you are get to know now that we are using chain rule so many times. Repeatedly we are using chain rule in various types of examples, and I told you chain rule is very basic concept for this chapter, differentiation. Okay, now let's evaluate this next derivative. So here we have, see, again log of something is a composite function. So here again we have to use chain rule. This 3 is constant into, see, let's treat it as log of something. So its derivative is 1 upon something, 1 upon something into derivative of something which is x plus 2. Okay, so again here we have used chain rule to differentiate this composite function. Now let's see this derivative. Let me write here to the next step. Okay, minus 4 constant into, see, again it is a composition, treat it as log of something and use this standard derivative, log of something. So derivative is 1 upon something, 1 upon x plus 3 into derivative of something which is x plus 3. So this is how we have used chain rule to evaluate these three derivatives. So you note this step very properly. Then let's evaluate these three derivatives to the next step. So here let me multiply this y on RHS. So we have dy by dx, dy by dx is equal to, see, y into, okay, let's write all these terms as, see, this is 2 by x plus 1 and derivative of x is 1. Since 1 is constant, its derivative is 0, minus, this is, we can write it as 3 upon x plus 2, 3 upon x plus 2 into, see, derivative of x is 1. Since 2 is constant, its derivative is 0, minus 4 upon, let's write this term as 4 upon x plus 3 into, see, this derivative of x is 1 and since 3 is constant, its derivative is 0. Okay, so we have this. Now see, to the next step, let's replace this y which is given function. So we have dy by dx is equal to, we are given y as, see, x plus 1 bracket square upon x plus 2 bracket cube into x plus 3 bracket raised to 4. This is given function. We have considered it as y. So we are replacing this y here and let's simplify these terms in bracket. So see, here we have 2 into 1 2. So this calculation is 2 upon x plus 1. Okay, and see here 3 into 1, it is 3. So we have minus 3 upon x plus 2. And here 4 into 1, minus 4 upon x plus 3. So this is how we get the required derivative. This is as required. Okay, see, these examples are quite lengthy for writing, but concepts are very easy there. Here new technique is of differentiating this log y term. Otherwise, nothing is difficult to know, difficult to understand. Okay, so simple techniques are there, but only the writing is quite lengthy. Then next second example is cube root of 4x minus 1 upon 2x plus 3 into 5 minus 2x bracket square. See, we find this function quite complicated, and here we note that logarithmic differentiation is going to help to find derivative of this function. So in the solution you write down given function, let it be y. Okay, see here, this cube root can be written as power 1 by 3 of this quotient. Okay, so you note here that we can write it as 4x minus 1 upon 2x plus 1 into 5 minus 2x bracket square whole bracket raised to 1 by 3. This cube root can be written as power 1 by 3. Okay, so then taking logarithm of both sides, we get, see, log y is equal to, see, I have written here power 1 by 3 of this quotient. Now using law of exponent, we can write this 1 by 3 multiplied to this logarithmic term. So using law of exponent, we have 1 by 3 into log of this quotient. Okay, now using quotient law, we can split this logarithm. Okay, now so using quotient law, see, 1 by 3 into log of numerator 4x minus 1 minus log of denominator, which is product of 2x plus 3 and 5 minus 2x bracket square. Now see here, in this logarithmic term there it is a product. So using product law, we can split this function. So we have, see, 1 by 3 into log of 4x minus 1 minus, let's split this logarithmic term using law of product. So we can write it as log of 2x plus 3 plus log of 5 minus 2x bracket square. So see here, up to this step we have used these three laws for logarithm. Okay, and now you are very familiar with this law, so you understand these steps. We have simplified given function using these laws. Okay, so let's see next step. Here we can simplify this bracket, square bracket, and this exponent 2 will be multiplied to this logarithmic term. Okay, so see, we have log y is equal to, let's multiply this 1 by 3 to each term in this bracket and simplify all these brackets in this step. So we have y 1 by 3 into log of 4x minus 1. See here it is minus sign, so minus of 1 by 3 into log of 2x plus 3, and then here it is minus plus becomes minus, so 1 by 3 into this 2 exponent get multiplied to log term, so here we have minus 2 by 3 into log of 5 minus 2x. Now it's a quite simple function and we can differentiate at this step very easily. So here, see, we have simplified this given complicated function using logarithm to very simple function. Okay, now differentiating with respect to x, we get d by dx of log y is equal to, see, I have skipped one step, d by dx of whole this term. So I have written those terms separately. See here, 1 by 3 into d by dx of this log of 4x minus 1. Then in the next term, minus 1 by 3 is constant into derivative of log of 2x plus 3. And see, for the last term, minus 2 by 3 is constant into derivative of log of 5 minus 2x. Now to the next step, let's evaluate these four derivatives. Okay, so we have, see here, derivative of log of y. So treat it as log of something. So its derivative is 1 upon something into derivative of something which is y. So it is dy by dx. is equal to, see, this is 1 by 3 constant. Treat this function as log of something since it is a composite function. So use chain rule to find derivative of this term. So derivative of log of something is 1 upon something into derivative of something, which is 4x minus 1. Then to the see, for this next term we have minus 1 by 3 constant. Again here it is a composition, and to find its derivative, let's treat this function as log of something. So its derivative is 1 upon something into derivative of something, which is 2x plus 3. So again here we have used chain rule and this standard formula for logarithm. Derivative of log x is 1 upon x. We have used this formula and chain rule to find these derivatives. Now for this third term, see, minus 2 by 3 constant, and again it is a composite function. So derivative of log of something is 1 upon something into derivative of something, which is 5 minus 2x. So all the derivatives we have evaluated at this step. Okay, now to the next step, let's evaluate this derivative, this and this. So see here, and at this step we are multiplying this y on RHS. Since here it is divided on LHS, so on RHS it will multiply the whole terms. Okay, so dy by dx is equal to y into, see, this is 1 by 3 into 4x minus 1, and derivative of 4x is 4. Since minus 1 is constant, its derivative is 0. Here we can write for this 1 upon 3 into 2x plus 3, and see, derivative of 2x is 2, and since 3 is constant, its derivative is 0. And here, see, for this we write 2 upon 3 into 5 minus 2x into, see, 5 is constant, so its derivative is 0, and derivative of minus 2x is minus 2. Okay. Then to the next step, let's replace this y. See, we have considered y for the given function. So at the last step, we are going to replace this y by the given function. And let's rearrange all the terms in this bracket. Okay, so we have dy by dx is equal to, see, y is this given function, cube root of 4x minus 1 upon 2x plus 3 into 5 minus 2x bracket square. And see, here it is 4, so we have 4 upon 3 into 4x minus 1. And for this term, see, it is 2 at the numerator, so minus 2 upon 3 into 2x plus 3. And see, here this is minus 2, and again here it is minus 2 is multiplied to it, so totally this is 4. So plus 4 upon 3 into 5 minus 2x. This is the required derivative. See, these examples are quite lengthy but not difficult to solve. Simple derivatives are there to evaluate, and you must be perfect with laws of logarithm. Then you can solve very easily such type of problems. Then next function is, see, x square plus 3 bracket raised to 3 by 2 into sine cube of 2x into 2 raised to x square. So in the solution, you write down given function and let it be y. See, by observing this function, here we observe that we can simplify this given function using logarithm, and that means logarithmic differentiation is useful here. So to simplify this function, taking logarithm of both sides, we get log y is equal to log of whole this product. Okay, now to the next step, let's simplify these multiplied terms. We can split these terms using law of product for logarithm. So we can write it as, see, log of first term plus log of second term plus log of third term. We have used law of product here. Okay. Now you are familiar with that law. I am not going to explain it again. Okay. So here we have log y is equal to, see, again here we are going to multiply this exponent to log term using law of exponent. So 3 by 2 into log of x square plus 3 plus, here we can write this sine cube of 2x as sine 2x bracket cube. Okay, so see here this 3 exponent is going to multiply this logarithmic term. So 3 into log of sine 2x, and see here power of 2 is x square. So x square is multiplied to this log 2. So see, this is how we have simplified the given function to very simple function using laws of logarithm. You may write reason here laws as a reasons. Okay, in order to save quite time, I have not written, you write laws as a reason. Okay, then differentiating with respect to x, we get, see, this is now simplified function, so we can differentiate d by dy. See here d by dx should be there. D by dx of log y is equal to this 3 by 2 constant derivative of log of x cube x square plus 3, this 3 constant into derivative of log of sine 2x, and here log 2 constant. You observe this correctly and you note this very properly. Here log 2 is constant. Sometimes student use product law to evaluate the such products derivative. Some students sometimes write derivative of log 2 as 1 upon 2, which is totally wrong. See here, you note that log 2 is a constant term. So log 2 keeping log 2 constant. So log 2 into d by dx of x square. So you note this step very carefully. Log 2 is a constant. Note it properly. Now let's evaluate all these derivatives to the next step. See, d by dx of log y. So we are treating as log of something. So derivative is, see, 1 upon y, 1 upon something into derivative of something which is dy by dx is equal to. So you keep in mind derivative of log y with respect to x is 1 upon y dy by dx. Okay. Then see, this 3 by 2 is constant. Now again it is a composite function. To find its derivative, let's treat it as log of something. So its derivative is 1 upon something into derivative of something which is x square plus 3 plus this 3 constant. Again it is a composite function. To find its derivative, let's treat it as log of something. So its derivative is 1 upon something into derivative of something which is function sine 2x. And see here log 2 is constant and derivative of x square is 2x. So this is how we have evaluated these four derivatives at this step. Now let's evaluate these two derivatives to the next step. See here we have dy by dx. Here y is multiplied on RHS. So dy by dx is equal to y into, see, rearranging these terms, we can write them as 3 by 2 into x square plus 3 into, see, this is very simple to evaluate this derivative. Derivative of x square is 2x. Since 3 is constant, its derivative is 0. Plus this 3 is constant and we can write it as 3 upon sine 2x. Now see, again here it is a composition and I have written its derivative directly using chain rule. See, sine of something, so its derivative is cos of something. We know that derivative of sine x is cos x. So using this standard formula, we can write derivative of sine of something as cos of something. Something is 2x and derivative of 2x is 2. So totally derivative of sine 2x is 2 into cos 2x. You note it properly. I have written this derivative quite directly here. Okay, and last term is this 2 into log 2 into x. And so finally we have required derivative as, see, to the last step we are replacing this y with the given function. See, for convenience we have considered the given function as y. So in the required derivative we must replace that y with the given function. So replacing y by this given function into, see, rearrange all these terms, we get, see here, this 2 get cancelled and 3x upon x square plus 3. So simplification of this term is 3x upon x square plus 3. Here see, 3 into 2 is 6 and cos 2x upon sin 2x. See, angles are same, so cos upon sin ratio we can write it as cot of 2x, and last term as it is 2 log 2 into x. So this is the required derivative. Students, see, this is last example of this session. So in the solution, let's go fastly. This is y, and here it is a quotient of number of functions. So using laws of logarithms, you can simplify the given function and you will reach to this step. Okay, so you try to do these steps at your own. So we have log y is equal to 3 by 2 into log of x square plus 2x plus 2 minus 3 into log of root x plus 3 minus x into log of cos x. And now at this step you differentiate this function. So differentiating with respect to x, you will get this solution. See, this is quite lengthy steps here. So you write them very properly. Take a screenshot of this solution and try to understand these steps at your own. See here, for this derivative we have used rule of product for differentiation. So get these terms at your own and check the steps. Okay, and finally you will get this derivative dy by dx is equal to, see, this is the required derivative. So try to solve all these steps at your own and check this derivative. So for this session let me stop here. Thank you for watching. Stay connected.